In today's episode, we're going to be talking about people that just start in real estate investing and they don't know if they're going to do a lot of the repairs themselves or they are going to outsource. So let's take a look.
As a single professional, I had debt and no savings after my divorce. I always wonder how I can start investing in real estate to secure my future. I studied programs that gave me all the benefits of investing in real estate. Some claim I could start with no money, but I could not find one that gave me the practical, actionable steps I needed. As a wealth advisor, I've met people that own real estate but weren't ahead financially. They were rich, but they weren't wealthy. Then I finally realized that there was one vital component missing that makes someone become wealthy or not. And on the show, I will reveal what I found and give you the step-by-step actions to start investing in real estate and increase your wealth. My name is Araceli. Let's get started.
If you are relatively new to real estate investing and you're a contractor, or maybe you are very handy, you have done repairs in your own house, we really tend to try to do as much as we can in a property. But sometimes it's just really not exactly the right thing to do. So let's take a look at a few things that you need to take into consideration. I just put a quick presentation today for you, so let me go get it. So there we have it. So when it comes down to what to do and what you're going to be doing, whether you're doing it yourself or outsourcing, remember that it actually comes down to three things. And I'm showing only two here, which is time and money. But there is one more that you need to consider, which is skills. Because even if you have the time and money, but you don't have the skills, then you might not be able to do it. So there really is a delicate balance between these two resources plus the skills. So you need to decide how far you want to go with your repairs and your real estate investing. Maybe at first you will do more, and as your skills grow, you can start outsourcing more of it. It depends. If you are a contractor already, you may want to, tend to do a lot more yourself. But as you get busier and you get more than one property and you're working on it, you may not be able to. So remember to have a delicate balance between time and money. So for time, so we all have the same 24 hours in the day, but we all have different commitments. So you've got to really look at your own personal situation. If you have a family and if you have younger kids, it might be a little bit more difficult because they need a lot more attention. And maybe you have aging parents that you have to you have to look after them. So there's many ways or many things that you need to consider. What is it that you're doing? You work full-time, you work part-time. Are you doing your real estate investing full-time? So those are the personal commitments that we need to do. So you need to review your plan and decide what activities you will be responsible for in your business and what you will be outsourcing. So remember that having properties idle is not going to generate any money. And the longer the idle time, the more expenses you will incur. So you really have to have that balance. Sometimes even though you can make the repair, if you are a contractor or a subcontractor, that's a specialty like electrical work or plumbing, you still have to look at how long is it taking you to do it versus hiring somebody, because time is always money. And money, of course, so most of us got into the business of real estate investors to grow our wealth and improve cash flow. So when you're doing fix and flips, you will have to watch your overall spending, and doing this yourself will save you a lot of money, of course, if you have the skills to do it. But if not, then however, if you want to save money by doing the entire project yourself, then your timeline will be extended. So a balance on how much you will do versus outsourcing has to be there in order to maximize your profit. So there's a few things that you could do while you have other contractors or subcontractors doing it, so you're not really wasting any time. But at the same time, if something it's a lot more difficult and you need somebody that is specialized, or you're not completely comfortable doing it, you're better off outsourcing, letting the specialists do the job and just get it over and done with, because it'll be done quicker instead of you trying to do the job. You might be able to do it, but if you don't have the time, it's better to just outsource it. Now, the last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is skills. So if you are not a contractor but want to work in the project because you have the time, then you need to evaluate yourself on what you can truly do. If you're an interior designer, it's best to stick to that part of the project instead of trying to repair the roof, for example. So contractors that get into the business also need to watch the time, as we discussed earlier, because you will be having the inclination to do everything yourself. And yes, you will get more profits by putting some sweat equity in the project, but this will extend the timeline and therefore it will eat into your profit. So that is important. However, you can also use this as a learning experience if you're just starting, if there's something that you want to do. I enjoy painting. Demolition, of course, is wonderful because you don't really need a lot of skills for that, just a little bit of manpower and some time to do it. And it's a really good workout as well. But if you're not very handy but want to learn, you can take small pieces of the project and start kind of dabbling around and do something, painting or maybe repairing a wall, depending on what the property that you're working on requires. And the last thing that I wanted to talk to you is that as you go along, you're gonna start creating your team. Of course, contractors is one of the ones that you're gonna need the most to complete the repairs. But every other person that is requiring here, you need realtors, lawyers, property managers, accountants, and other investors. And I have another video just to talk about exactly who should be in your dream team that you're going to be basically forming when you start your real estate investing journey. So this is all I have for today. So you guys go out there and make a decision in whether you're going to do this stuff yourself or not, or hiring professionals to help you out with. Until the next one. Thank you for being here on the show. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when there are more shows available. And if you would like to have more information on how to start investing in real estate, please visit my website at www.aracelihernandez.com. Thank you.